Literature is possibly the hardest category for beginners in Quizbowl. That and fine arts, most people who don't compete at a high level in Quizbowl don't know about novels they haven't read, they don't understand general literature scopes, and their literature knowledge just boils down to the few novels they've read in school and on their own. That is why this is my first unit of the Quizbowl 101 series, where I will be doing literature with you all. So without further ado, I'm Lodrin, you're a bunch of nerds, and here is my pretest for Lodrin's literature in Quizbowl 101. Now, if you actually want to learn about literature and learn how to study it, I give a bunch of tips in my other video. This is more of an add-on to that video where I will be taking the test, and then at the end of the video, I will be closing it out by just talking about how, the future of the series and the future of this unit of Quizbowl 101. So what I would suggest you all do is go on to, if you're taking this quiz, turn Easy High School on. And then the way I'm going to take this test is I'm going to start with, what am I going to do? 25, I think, right? Sorry. I think that was the plan. Yes, 25 general questions. Sorry, 23 general questions. And then we do 3 on each important subcategory here. No, yeah, we'll do 25, and then we'll do 5 on each of these categories to see how we improve by the end. So let's just get started. I will do the same thing I did on the pretest. I will be talking over my thought process, how I'm solving these, but I wouldn't suggest watching this whole video unless you really, really like watching trivia content like me. So here we go. All right. Oh, I know this one. It's, ooh. I feel like that's too hard. I think I got it wrong. Yeah, the importance of me. That's what I'm, I knew it was one of those. There goes me being over-aggressive once again. That's a very bad start. The lottery. Lottery is a really, really interesting short story. You should just read it. It's pretty dark, but it's also a little, it's very interesting. Yes. It's a poet, so it's probably Coleridge. This is a tougher one. Oh, Cummings. Yeah, Buffalo Bill. Buffalo Bills is probably Cummings' most famous one, I'd say. I guess Icing of Olaf is... Icing of Olaf's pretty famous. Yes, this is going to be Russian. Yeah, yes, so it's going to be Cherry Orchard. Ooh, that's an important play to learn the Cherry Orchard, because that comes up a lot. Chekhov, that's his most famous play, and he comes up a lot. So especially on bonuses, you should probably know that. Oh, The Tempest. We're in a lot of plays so far. Yes, this is probably, I think it's Japanese. Yes, the Tale of Genji. Not Kenji, that's from Brawl Stars, the Tale of Genji. Nice. I've got a few powers so far. My goal would be 20 powers for these 50 flowers. Though that might be a little bit aggressive. Yes, I do know this one. Andrew Marvell, had we but whirled enough in time. It's not Matthew Arnold. It's not Dover Beach. Shoot. To his coin mischief. Yes, that's a poem that pops up a lot. Alright. Interesting. So this is not really real literature. Oh, it's Sherlock Holmes. Never mind, it's real literature. Huh. Sherlock Holmes is so interesting because there are just so many versions of him, so they can ask you about anything. Okay. Yes, oh shoot, I'm stupid. Oh, dude. Diary of Anne Frank. I heard Kitty and I just buzzed instantly. That's tough. All right, it's an author. Yes, loves Mercedes. Duh. So it's just Dumas. No. Hugo. We're struggling right now. We're struggling. I get those two mixed up. Dumas and Hugo. Learn them. They're very important. Oh, it's Three Musketeers. Kind of cheating, but yep, it is Count of Monte Cristo. Wrong Dumas novel. 4 negs already is really bad. Yes. Charlotte. Yep. Should have been a bit quicker. Okay, it's a poet probably. Yes. With a whimper out. T.S. Eliot. Winter is the cruelest month. It's one of the most famous poetry lines. T.S. Eliot from The Wasteland. I celebrate myself. Is it coming? Oh, Whitman. Leaves of Grass, really famous. There we go. Here's something I know. Scarlet Letter, most important novel, I'd say. That, yeah, I'd say Scarlet Letter is the most frequently that pops up at an easier high school level. You need to read that book. Wait, Jurassic Park? Oh. I saw dinosaurs. Yep. Nobel Prize in Literature? Yes, Nobel Prize in Literature. I don't think it's the Pulitzer Prize. Yeah, Nobel Prize. Yep. Glass Menagerie, so Williams. Nice, that's a power. Williams is another important one. He did like Streetcar Named Desire. That's one you should read. Airstrip 1, so Orwell. Oh, another novel? Shoot, not bad. Pay better attention. Christmas Carol, dude. I need to read more Dickens. The Grand Inquisitor, yes. Brave New World? Oh, title. Shoot. Candide, yes, Candide. Alright, 3 left, and then we'll do some category stuff. Yeah, we just, this one's Dumas. Don't mess it up now. Don't mess that up again. Yes, it would be To Kill a Mockingbird. That's an important one. Read that one. The ham clue comes up a lot. You're here dressed up as Ham, it's To Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah, Leather Stocking Tales, so it's gonna be Treasure Island. Last of the Mohicans, yep. Oh, shoot. It's Beowulf. Shoot, I'm cheating, though. I'm not counting that one. Alright, I'm going to write down my stats. So I went 5, 12, 6, which is not great for 25 toss-ups, but we'll live. And then I'm going to go over to categories. You can keep doing more of the same questions. I'm just going to remove every other category, except for American literature, and just do 5 questions on this. You don't have to read... Wait, I guess you should remove these. Just American literature. Come on. Oh, and then go clear stats. That way you start fresh. And then we'll just do 5 on this. Our Town. Nice. Yep, our town, like I said in the other video, is a super important one. Yes, mutilating her, so it's raising the sun. Nice, that's 2 powers. We're making a comeback, guys. Little Women. Okay, so apparently I'm good at American literature. Yes, it's by this author though, so it's gonna be Alcott. Is that power? That was not a power. Alright, Fit of Passion, yes. Oh my gosh, yes, Gunpowder, so it's Don Quixote, so it's Cervantes. Irving. Oh. Yeah, Gunpowder. Alright, well that's alright. Honestly, the stats are still a lot better than at first, so I'm gonna write down 311 for my American literature, and then we'll move on to British literature. If you haven't heard before, I'm very good at buzzing too early. I do it a lot in real competition as well. Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be British, so... I should know this. Yeah, it's gonna be the Rime of the Ancient Mariner, yep. Oh shoot, I didn't reset stats, so we'll just have to remember what our stats were. So we're 0-1-0 right now. Yes, John Savage, alright. Is that sad? I thought I didn't know Aldous Huxley was British. Interesting. Probably Canterbury Tales. Yep, Canterbury Tales. Coastal Rocks. A collection, it's almost always Canterbury Tales or the Decameron, and then makes Coastal Rocks disappear means it's Canterbury Tales. Just Browning? Oh, no, it's not. Blake? Well, not Blake. Shelley! Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what I meant. I get Blake and Shelley mixed up somehow. Alright, Ben Gunn. Oh, yes. Billy Bones. Oh, shoot. Pirate? Wait. Oh, yeah, it was Pirates. Shoot. Alright, that's alright, though. Still good on the British. No negs that time. I went 1-4-0. And as long as, yeah. Getting 1 out of every 5 powers is really good. You're going to be doing really well if you're doing that. Canterbury Tale. Oh, whoops. I did not change the category. That's another Canterbury Tale, though. We'll go to classical literature. This is a very hard category, but it's not a huge category, so once you learn a bit, you should be all right. Wait, clear stats. All right. Is this drama? Tragedy, maybe? Yeah, tragedy. I spelled it wrong. Yeah. Shoot. Title course, the frogs, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, I don't really power many classical literature, but if you're knowing stuff about Aristophanes and Euclid and that kind of stuff, I don't know why. There are not many That's interesting. Ooh. Oh, Aesop. Aesop's Fables. Still not a power. Let's get 1 power. 1 power, please. Yes, there's another Aesop, but we'll take it. Is it the same Aesop? Because if it is, I will. Nope, it's a different Aesop question. So we will count that. Aristophanes, Cloud Cuckoo Land. That's from the birds, maybe? Maybe the birds, maybe the clouds. I don't know. Anyway, wow, 2 powers in classical literature is actually quite good. The one thing I'll say is for some categories like classical literature, it's not great to play them only on an easy difficulty because a lot of classical literature is very difficult. So there will be a lot more questions at the higher levels of high school. So when you're playing the easy levels, yes, classical literature is a hard category, but I'm only hearing the easy questions. So there's like the very bare bones classic literature stuff. All right, 2 categories left. First, we got European literature. Just gonna be the Hunchback of Notre Dame. European literature is a weird one because a lot of European literature that you know is going to be British because we speak English in America. But you'll see stuff from France. You'll see stuff from the Czech Republic. It's a tragedy, wait. Yeah, we just saw a question about this. Oh, wait, comedy? Oh, it's an Aristophanes play. Yep, I messed that up good. Oh, I messed that up real good. All right, we're 0-1-1 right now. Yeah, I do know this one. Yes, A Doll's House. Oh, shoot. I accidentally skipped it. I knew the answer, so we're gonna just pretend I was right there. That's what, if you accidentally press the wrong button, you might accidentally skip questions on QB readers, so you just gotta be careful. Candide? Oh. Wait. Shoot. Oh my gosh. Goethe, it is Faust. Oh my gosh. Should not have buzzed. Alright, what are we at? 1-1-2 right now. Yes, Les Miserables. Nice. Les Miserables, very long novel. If you can read it, read it. If not, read the Wikipedia. The Wikipedia is extremely long because it's such a big novel, but it's still important. I don't know what happened there, but I had 2 powers, 1 normal, and 2 negs. Alright, so last category, and then I will not be doing bonuses for the pre-tests because I think bonuses, in my opinion, bonuses are easier to learn, to be fair, but I think it's a lot more fun to do toss-ups, and I can't really it's not really fun to watch me do bonuses, so if you want to do bonuses yourself, do some of the bonuses to get better stats, but I personally will not do them. Yes, it's just going to be Neruda, right? Yeah. World literature, a lot of it will be Neruda. Pablo Neruda is the most famous South American author. He's a poet from Chile. Other people you have to know from South America would be like Borges or Allende, Isabel Allende. There will be a couple people from Africa, like South African authors, and Chinua Achebe from Nigeria. And then there will be some people from China and Japan. But other than that, you don't really get stuff on Australia. You're not going to make much else on Asia. Like Middle Eastern literature is not big in Quizbowl, so you should be good. Oh, Canada. I guess Canada technically counts as world literature. I never think about that. Yeah, Handmaid's Tale is like the most famous Canadian novel, though. Yes, Very Old Man. Ooh. I think it's South American. Yes. Oh, Garcia Marquez. I forget he's Colombian. Yeah. He's also a famous South American author. I don't know why I said equal. But you can just mark yourself right if you know you got it, but it might not say that. All right, so I'm 0-3-0 right now. 2 questions left. Yeah, we just had this question, so I'm just going to skip it. Well, it's fine. I already had this question, so I'm not going to count it. 0-3-0 still. Yes, this is going to be 100 Years of Solitude, right? Oh. Very wrong. Very wrong. Dante's Inferno. It gave it to me. Nice. 0-4-0. I know this one. Cry the Beloved Country. That is the most important African novel, I'd say, is Cry the Beloved Country by Alan Paton. It's set during the apartheid, so that's a good way to remember it because he's from South Africa and he wrote his novel about the apartheid. Just be careful. Yeah, the bus boycott's interesting because usually when you think bus boycott, you think like Rosa Parks and you think the American civil rights, but in this case, it is actually about South Africa. So with that, this is going to be the end of my pretest. I will put the final results on screen. The individual category breakdowns as well will go on screen. Let me count up real quick. 9, 11. I had 14 powers. I'm happy with that. 14 powers and 50 questions is really good. However, I also got a ton of negs, so your goal should really not be to get as many wrong as I did. 20, 25. The other thing you have to remember is these stats won't be perfectly applicable in match, because in a match you're competing against the other team and they're going to get a lot of the stuff you get. And in match, especially me in match, I play a lot more conservative than I do during these tests. So I would probably have like only 9 or 10 powers and like only 2 or 3 negs. But this test, this 14, 25, 9 is a good starting point. Hopefully by the end of this unit, I will be a little bit better. I'm not expecting a ton of improvement for myself because I'm not very good at literature compared to something like science or religion and mythology, which I'd say are my best categories. But I'm hoping to improve a little bit. Hopefully I can help you guys improve. The next videos are going to be a lot more fun on my channel. They're going to be more based on content itself. I'll be talking about some of the greatest books ever written. Seriously, if you were like me and as a kid you only read new books, it would be great if you read some stuff from the 20th century. A lot of 1900 books are just amazing. I read a ton of Agatha Christie now. I read a lot of Fitzgerald. I have friends who like stuff from Hemingway. I'm not a big Hemingway fan, but there's a lot of good literature out there, and I'm hoping through the series I can help you get better at Quizbowl and get better at loving this amazing medium of entertainment, which is reading. So whether you're watching this on my main video or you're watching this on my extra content-based pre-test video, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time for my introduction to American literature, which will probably be a 3 or 4 part video just because of how much American literature is tested on Quizbowl 101. See ya.